As part of the analysis enhancements, we're also going to be doing some updates to the website. The Sheep Genetics website updates will impact all analyses and those who have an account with Sheep Genetics. Some of the impacts and changes that you can see coming will be the changes to how results are reported, as well as improvements to the search site functionality. A new way to access results will be available. So data will be submitted as normal through exporting from the software through to the email addresses. Once the analysis results are ready, an email notification will be sent, and on this email will be a link to the search site. Once a breeder or a service provider has logged into the search site, they'll be able to access their results through a new search result portal. It is important to note that for you to be able to access these new results, it is required that you have your search site account linked to your flock, as well as any service providers that you're using that you would like them to be able to access results are also linked to your flock. Here we just have a quick screenshot of what the new results access portal will look like. It contains all the information that you currently receive on the PDF reports. However, this new way of reporting the results is customizable and printable. So you'll be able to look at the genetic trends for traits that you're interested in for your enterprise, as well as some exclusion, linkage, and other information that will be customizable to what you're interested in. Some other really exciting search site enhancements will also be released at the same time. These updates to the search site will be launched and they've been selected to optimize the user experience within the database. Some of the changes that you'll be able to see are the same animal can appear in more than one catalogue. Pen card creation has been optimized to improve the speed of creation for some of our larger files, as well as a non-blurry display. Breeders and users will be able to give access to a service provider that they nominate for data importation, catalogue creation, and results, and they'll be able to pick and choose those. As well, there will be a tool for admin users to look at all the data that's been submitted for an animal, allowing us to assist you with these breeder queries a lot faster. Breeders will also be able to request that their details are changed via the search site web rather than the form that's currently in place. Additionally, the trait recorded tick box and progeny counts will be back and visible on the search site. We've also removed the user login lockout after a set time. This has now been extended to 24 hours for a session. Admin will also be able to impersonate users to create catalogues on their behalf. And additionally, 20 traits will now be able to be displayed on the website at once. All breeders and service providers with a Sheep Genetics search site login will be able to see these changes. Just a summary of the changes is the results will now be accessed via the search site. Additionally, any improvements to the search site that we make will be based on industry feedback, such as the ones we discussed earlier. And it is really important that you make sure that you firstly have a search site login, that yourself and any service providers you'd like to nominate are linked to your flock to be able to see these redevelopments. Another exciting aspect of the analysis enhancements coming out is the data quality score refinement and rollout. This will impact all analyses as they'll now be able to access these data quality score reports at any time via the search site. Data quality has been looked into as a score because of its importance in gaining genetic gains. At the moment, we've got genetic evaluation coming in, as well as selection decisions made, and this makes up how genetic gains are achieved. If you put terrible data in, or it's not very good data, you will not be able to get the genetic gains that you're desiring. So we've created this data quality score as a way to be able to measure the quality of data that's been put in. The data quality score is made up of different components and able to assess this. So one such component is the amount of data we have available. This includes the number of animals and traits recorded. Additionally, we've got completeness and accuracy of records for aspects such as pedigree, so the depth of pedigree, whether we've got full sire dam pedigree for the animal, individual birth dates, the amount of performance traits that are being recorded, as well as the fixed effects that we can take account into the analysis. Data structure is also another important aspect of the data quality score, and this includes the amount of effective progeny we have, as well as linkage for the flock. Timeliness makes up a small portion of the data quality score, but is still an important aspect, and this relates to the amount of time it takes for pedigree and performance trait information to reach the analysis. One such example is if we're getting pedigree and performance traits on an animal at the yearling age, but none before, means we're not making selection decisions before this stage. All measures of the data quality score are roughly equal, with some adjustments for breed type, level of trait recording between the analyses, as well as variation and relationships between the characteristics. This is a quick snapshot of what the data quality score will look like on the first page. So you can see here we've got a couple of different measures. Firstly is a number value. This describes the position that you are in relative to the industry. Secondly, we've got a star rating. The star rating determines where they sit in terms of the percentiles that we've got, with each star equating about 20 points. So you can see on the scatter plot bar graph that we've got where they sit in terms of industry, and the different colours represent the number of stars. So if you have a star of 4, it means that you sit between 60 and 80. Another aspect of the data quality score that will be released is these data quality score strengths and room for improvement, which are automatically generated from the report. All Merino Select maternal, terminal and Dooney breeders with more than 3 years of data will be able to access these data quality score reports once the new analysis come out. The data quality score will be reported privately to breeders via the search site. In the future, we will look to display the star rating publicly on the search site. And additionally, we're going to be putting some more future work in how we can continue development for this data quality score to be available to some of the smaller analyses, as well as support we can provide for new members.
Finally, I just wanted to recap the enhancement webinar, as well as note that this year is one of our biggest years for changes at Sheep Genetics, and we're really excited because we think all the enhancements that we're implementing this year really do have a big value in driving genetic progress forward and continuing to develop our genetic evaluations forward through the genomic era. So just wanted to recap with some quick take-homes on how best you can prepare yourself for these enhancements when they are implemented and we receive breeding values around mid to early May. So firstly, we have been working closely with your software providers. So they are making a series of updates to their softwares really to work in well with our new database redevelopment. So please keep an eye out from your software provider for any updates. And when those updates become available, please ensure that you download and install those updates so that you're having the best experience when not only submitting data to Sheep Genetics, but getting those breeding value results back and importing that into your software. Regarding the changes that we heard from around the introduction of weaning rate, it's really important for those maternal and merino breeders that currently already have the component traits of reproduction available to go on now and check your reproduction summaries to ensure that you are submitting all the data for conception, litter size and ewe rearing ability if those traits are important to your business. We will be running a series of webinars post these enhancements. So once you've actually seen the results, see what these database redevelopments and weaning rate redevelopments and lambing ease developments look like for your flock, we will be running another series of webinars, so please keep an eye out for correspondence from Sheep Genetics when they become available. Likewise, we will be running regional forums this year across all our major states, so please again keep an eye out for these and register when those locations and dates become available. We also spoke about the importance of making sure that everyone that wants to view your results or have access to your data is linked via your Sheep Genetics website. If you can check this when you log into Sheep Genetics, there will be a box that'll have your flock code, or if you've got multiple flock codes associated with your login, they will appear there as well. And it will also provide a list of service providers that have access to those flocks. So if you would like a service provider to access your results or be able to submit on your behalf, please check to see if they're there. If they're not, when the website enhancements go live, you will be able to assign your own service provider through a new portal. But if you want to get prepared before the enhancements, you can get those added by contacting Sheep Genetics directly. A common theme in understanding these enhancements and understanding the new breeding values that come out is to ensure that you check the percentiles to get a good benchmark of what's the new average, what's the new top 20, top 10, top 5%. So please check out those new percentiles, and it's exciting that as part of the database redevelopment, we'll have a new way for you to access those percentile reports, generate PDFs for your sale catalogues, etc., with the traits that you want included on those percentiles. So make sure you check those out, and that will be really important in re-benchmarking yourselves and understanding the new average with all these changes implemented. And finally, when the new results section of the website becomes available, please take time to explore this and look at all the functionality that's available and customize it so that when you go in and receive an email that your results are ready to review, you can jump in and access them quickly, easily with the traits and information that you want displayed. So thank you everyone for listening in on our webinar series. If anyone has any questions, if you're a LandPlan client, please contact Gabby. If you are a Merino Select client, please contact Chloe. Likewise, Emma and myself are also available. If you're unsure who you need to be talking to, please call our Sheep Genetics, our main office phone, which is 02 8055 1818. And we look forward to working with you all as we implement these large but exciting changes.